Hello students, continuing with the video series on chapter 3, The Wonder That Was India. We now come to the vocabulary section given in the chapter. The section has 3 questions in it. The first question is a match the column kind of a question wherein you have 8 words and the meanings are given on the right side of the page. You have to choose the correct meaning for the correct word. 4 of the words I have already given the answers here in this slide and you can go through them. For solving the questions in the vocabulary section, you need to take the help of a dictionary or you can also get the meanings from Google search. The second question has phrases in it and you have to make sentences of your own. For making sentences of your own, you need to know the meaning of the phrases first. There are 6 phrases given in this question and I have given the sentences for 3 of them. I have also given the meaning of each of the phrases within the brackets for your assistance. In question 3, 9 words are given and you have to give the antonyms for the words. Antonym means you have to give a word which is opposite in meaning to the word that has been given for you. I have given the antonyms for 5 of the words. And with this, we come to the end of the vocabulary section given in this chapter. In the next section, we have the grammar portion, and that is tense. So firstly, let's discuss what you mean by tense. Tense is actually the time that is represented and described by the verb. So the tense form of the verb actually tells you when the action was done. Tense is classified into 3 types for grammatical purposes: present tense, past tense, and future tense. In this chapter, we deal with present tense. So, present tense represents a present event or state of being. That is, it represents a present action. Every tense form, that is present, past, and future, are further classified into the indefinite or simple form, the continuous form, the perfect form, and the perfect continuous form. The indefinite or simple form usually have the simplest expression of the tense, like in present indefinite, it tells you of a present action, habitual action. In the past indefinite, you have an action that has been done in the past. While in the continuous form, you have an action that is still in progress. It has not been completed. In the perfect form of the tense, you have an action that is complete. While in the perfect continuous form, you have an action that is going on for a long time and is still not complete. So these are the 4 further classification of tense type. In present tense, we have sentences that come under each form of tenses. Like in the present indefinite simple tense, you have sentences that will be expressing an habitual or routine action. You can make a sentence that tells about the universal truth, like the sun rises in the east. Present action is described, and a definite future action also comes under this form of tense. Like for instance, schools reopen in July. In the present continuous form, sentences that express repeated action or an action in progress or an action in the near future are taken. In the present perfect form, we always have an action that has been done in the past, but whose importance or whose experience is being shared in the present is taken. In the present perfect continuous form, we have an action that has started in the past and that is still continuing in the present. So in the next slide, I have given a table wherein you will find the structures of each of these tense types in present tense, as well as some of the examples are given to make it clearer for you to understand. In the structures that are given, the letter S stands for subject, V for verb, and O for object. In the present indefinite form, the structure is subject plus first form of the verb and O, that is object. The first form of the verb sometimes has an added S or ES with it. Like in the first sentence, you will see first example given, Ritu rises early. While in the second sentence, we have the root form of the verb love. Children love to play. So here it is important to remember that the first form of the verb will take an added S or ES only when the subject is in the third person singular. In the continuous present tense, the structure is subject plus either of the helping verbs as suitable, like is or am or are, ing form of the verb, and the object. For the perfect present tense, we have subject, then has or have, third form of the verb, and object. While in perfect continuous, we have subject, has or have, been, ing form of the verb, and object. This is the basic structure for all the tense types under present tense. If you remember this structure correctly, it will be easier for you to make a sentence. The grammar section has 3 questions in it. The first question has 10 sentences, second question 8 sentences, and the third question has 7 sentences. Some of these sentences I have already solved for you, so you can go through them. Like in this slide, you will find the first question. I have given the answers for 5 of them. Here you have to choose the correct form of the verb as per the context of the sentence given, whether it will be present indefinite or present continuous. In the next slide, 4 of the sentences have been solved of question number 2, and here the verb that is given in the bracket, you have to change the form into present perfect continuous. In the third question, you have 7 sentences and 2 of them I have solved here. Here again, you have to choose which form of the tense you will be coming in the answers, like whether it will be present perfect or present perfect continuous. And with this question, we come to the end of chapter 3, The Wonder That Was India. In the next video lecture, I will be taking up the composition part given in the chapter, that is paragraph writing and informal letter writing. Thank you.